Hello, everybody. It's Bob Anderson, and today is July 7th, 2025. And let me tell you something. Got some nice setups today. Holy cow. Um, wow. I don't have my statistics in front of me, and I didn't film any trading. So I'm going to just show you charts and just show you a couple trades I took and that kind of stuff. Because I really wasn't intending on trading at all today. It's my first day back from vacation. I was out for the whole last week, and I really didn't expect much price action today to even trade. But I was, pleasantly surprised this morning. I know I took a gold trade, and it was up like 30 ticks, came back down, knocked me out at even. I was looking for something bigger. I took an NQ trade for like $500. I took a beautiful RTY trade for somewhere around 800. I mean, not 800, somewhere like $350 or something like that. And then I had a loss in the ES. But I'm going to show the trades. But what I predominantly had found myself focusing on from looking to the left was price action off of the prior day close, the overnight open, that stuff. I'm looking at a crossover rejection here in the NQ from the prior day low. I mean, it's like, and down it goes. I mean, these things were happening routinely throughout the day. But I was busy, as you can hear. I was busy all day, and I have been busy. And I had conference calls today and whatnot, trying to catch up. But I did take a good 4 or 5 trades. I don't remember the specific number, but I had 2 big wins, 2 pretty good size wins, and Jesus, and 2 pretty good size wins, and one loss that wasn't that bad, maybe $100, and then a couple break evens that whatever. But okay. So what was the real damage? $887. I didn't even think I was going to trade today. $887, and the bulk of that was a the bulk of that was an NQ trade for like $500, and then the other bulk of it was an RTY trade. Pretty sure the exact same trade. Matter of fact, the exact same trade, but not the same time. RTY trade, and it made me like, I don't know, $350, $400, something like that. But overall, my net was $887. I'm going to show the trades. I'm going to show you why I focused on these trades today. And I still see the damn things working right now. Now, the difference is, when I say right now, it's 1 o'clock. The difference is, things are kind of slow right now, and it's pretty obvious the market's in a consolidation day. But when it's in a consolidation day, boy, if you can get some of those lines, the prior day close, the overnight open, the prior day high, the prior day lows, if you can get those lines to start, setting up, as I've talked about in detail in the training videos that I've linked in the description here, if you can get those things figured out, man, I'm telling you, it's like, God, I can tell you, I was very calm today trading. I was very calm. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you in my my phone. I'm going to show you in my RTY trade that I got knocked out, and I did a re-entry, and I'm going to talk about that too, because I've had a lot of people ask me, Bob, do you ever re-enter a trade? Well, I do re-enter trades. Especially if I recognize that when I got knocked out, I got ticked out. That's the key. Did the trade pattern change? And if the answer is no, because you just got ticked out, then I'm looking to do a re-enter. And that's exactly what I did in the RTY. And then whoop, off it went. Jesus, people. Sorry. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. No, Siri. All right. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is that if I think I've got ticked out because we're going to reverse, then I definitely look to do a re-enter. And that's exactly what I did in the RTY today. And it reversed its way back and got me back in, and then all the way down. And I don't remember how much I made on that trade. The only trade I know how much I made is the NQ trade. From the moment I entered to the moment I got out, I left it at my $500 target. So that's the one I do know. And my net is 887 today. All right. So I'm going to show you some of those trades and we'll go from there. But today was definitely static line day, even though I did see a couple beautiful 5-minute red line trades. I'll point those out. I didn't take them. Again, I was on conference calls and stuff like that. And it's only 1:00 now. So I have had a busy morning. All right. Hope you guys have a good day. And please learn some of this stuff so you don't have to work like an idiot like me on in 2 jobs. All right. Okay. So first major win was this trade here in the NQ. I had prior to that a little not a loss. I had a break even where I had a 1 minute. I had a crossover, Donchian high, smooth pullback on gold. It took that long. I was hoping it would run more towards these prior day lows and stuff, and it just came back, knocked me out. So I made just a few bucks, nothing worth writing about. That was before this. So then I was looking over here, and I said to myself, man, while I was, lollygagging around with staring at gold and stuff, look at this beautiful situation. You had way early in the morning at 6:00. You had a crossover, retest, boom, gone. Okay. Then we blended our way back down. Then we had a crossover right here. Crossover. Crossover. We didn't retest yet. Crossover, retest here. Inside bar even, boom. And this went 25 points. Notice the high of this rotation is about the same as this one. I mean, literally about a tick or two off from this rotation up and this rotation up. So anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this, that we tested it. It went through it by a tick. If you can believe that. That's how freaking annoying this can be sometimes. This is 969.75 and the open is 970. So one tick. Within one tick. So that was, within one tick. Inside bar, then boom, gone. Now the key was I saw it go up at least 25 points from here. Went about 27 points up. So then I was looking at this and I saw a crossover, little Donchian, created space, rolled back up, boom. I took the break of this green candle to the downside and I sat there and watched it. Now, it did like a W pattern in reverse. And that was, I had my stop up here. It rolled up, but didn't go as far as that. And then slammed back down. And then there I was. Now, Here's where I got filled. And listen, when I get lucky on something, I'm gonna point that out. I got lucky. Okay, I got lucky. I didn't get lucky up here. I think this was all pre-planned. Where I got lucky was this thing shot straight down within. Let's see here. Within where did I get entered? Okay, 2 ticks of my target. 2 ticks of my target.
Unknown caller.
2 ticks of my target. Okay. My target is 100 ticks. Okay. So 98 ticks in my direction. And then this thing reversed back up. And I was sitting here with my stop above this candle right here, because this was my pivot. And they sat right there. 1, 2 candles in a row, and then slammed it straight down and took me out. Because by the time it had slammed its way up, I'm like, well, I mean, I'm either going to make, whatever that was, $250 or $300, whatever it was, or I'm going to make my 500s. One or the other. I had my stop right there, and they slammed it back down. Now, remember I talked about this one about 27 ticks or so to the long side? Or 27 points? Look at this. He did the same damn thing to the short side. See that flatten right out? And then the market opens here soon. And now we're getting too close to the market. Remember, this is the market opening time. And then bam. Okay? So anyways, I got a little lucky. I'm gonna admit that. I got a little lucky. The entry wasn't, the whole concept was not luck. But getting it to my target, which was missed by 2 freaking ticks in the NQ, and then I had to wait 1, 2, practically 3 full candles for it to come back, is rather ridiculous. But anyways, so that's that. Now I'm going to pause this, and I got to go find my RTY trade. So hold on. All right, my second pretty good size win was the RTY. So let's just look at the RTY for a second. So we had this beautiful crossover retest, Donchian Channel high, right into the 1-minute gold line. Boom, gone, long. But, I'm not looking to take a trade into the overnight open. But I will tell you this. When I was sitting there looking at it, I went, well, shit, we've been here twice. See, one's here and one's here, all in the pre-market. And then, bam, this is the third attempt. And we kind of blew on through it, whatnot. But what I was looking at, and I was getting excited about, except, and I'm going to get to the except here in a minute, I was looking at it to come back on top here and then take a long. Okay, that's what I was looking for it to do. So I can do a crossover retest, boom, gone. We did, broke the previous day. Broke the current day high, all this kind of stuff. But I wasn't 100% sold on that, and I'll tell you why here in a second. So, what am I looking at? Okay. So, so what happened is it's coming down, and I have a long sitting here, order to take, long. And then this candle closed, and then this candle closed underneath the overnight open. Jesus, underneath the overnight open. And I was like, damn, they're going to run this thing back down. Because see, they came, this whole candle, body and all, closed below it, and it came up and sat right here. And I said, shit. And I went short right there. And then it came, and then the damn thing rotated up and wicked me out. Okay. And it wicked me out. And I was sitting there like, damn. But it didn't run. It didn't take off. It just sat there. And then it created another candle inside this candle. And I'm sitting there like, oh, they are running this down. So I put another 2 contracts right here. And as soon as this candle closed, I mean, wham, down it went. I didn't even have time to move it up even further. But anyways, but the bottom line is off it went, and I took it right off, took it out at the red line. Now, what do I mean I wasn't totally excited about this crossover retest long, which kept me aware of the fact that we may have a crossover retest short? Well, it was this. At the same time, those candles, these candles, all these candles here are like 10, 10, 13, 10, 14, 10, 15. Well, what are we doing over here in the ES at 10, 10, 13, 10, 14, 10, 15, 10, 16? We are going short. We're below the red line. We're below the overnight open. We're below all that stuff. By the way, here's a beautiful 5-minute red line trade. Bam. Bam. God, that's beautiful in the ES. Jeez, that's beautiful. Anyways, and then over here in the NQ, same thing. 10, 10, 13, 10, 14, 10, 15, same thing, running down. Now, the interesting thing is this right here. We'll talk about that in a minute. So, I took this trade back down to the 5-minute red line, which it proceeded to continue to go all the way to the prior day low. I mean, to the current day low. But, that's neither here nor there. I just picked this target. It was pretty good profit. I don't quite remember the whole amount, but it was quite a bit. So, yeah, that's it. Now let me answer this phone and pause this for a second. Jesus. Okay, we're going to try this for the third time, and I shut my phone off. I actually shut the damn thing off. All right. So let's just look at this NQ here. So we had the crossover retest, boom, down it went, ran up. This is the open. Now this is the overnight open. This is the prior day close. There's a nice gap there. See that big gap there? All right. So wham up, wham down, wham up, wham down. You kind of get it? 1, 1, 2, 2, and up it went again. And then it came in here and did a inside bar, and down it went. And it stopped almost, I'd say, because I was paying attention to this. I was going to take this trade right here. See this rotation right here? I was actually paying attention. And I was waiting. I wanted it to rotate down and break the prior day low. And then I was going to take that long back up into here. And it just never pierced it. So it went up, then back down again. I mean, it's insane. The reactions, crossover, retest, the reactions that have been happening off these lines. This thing blew right through, back up into the prior day close, back down again. I mean, it's just craziness. So in these consolidation days, it looks like, now I'm not advocating these trades in particular, especially these long-tailed candles, but these are some really long-tailed candles for this time of day. These are really long-tailed candles. But what I'm saying is there is a clear indication that on these consolidation days like now, while we're sitting here in summer trading, that these lines, here we go again. Here's the RTY. Up, touched it, went down. Up, went through it, back down, gone. I mean, the prior day low. Straight through it. First retest down. Retest it again, down. I mean, these are the places that it's pivoting from. From the top side. Came down, broke through it, gone. I'm just pointing them out to you because these lines have been pretty dynamic these last few times I've traded, because, and I think it's because, again, the market's not going in any specific direction. So it's looking for a place to launch from, if that makes sense. And again, my whole trading strategy is to look for the place that's going to create the pivot rotation for the algos to kick in and run away from my entry, and put me in profit from the beginning. That's the whole concept of my strategy. So I'm looking for those hardcore rotation spots. I'm looking for, situations like this, for example, where you have a sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles in a row going that direction for, squeeze, 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 reversal. And then bam, there's the reversal. Squeeze, 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 bam, there's the reversal. I'm looking for those. Now, again, this is all at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But my concept is to look for those rotational spots based off the algos kicking in and pushing it one way so that they can then, reverse it and run it the other way. That's what my whole strategy is about. It's the same thing with the 5-minute red line. Like I said to you guys just a second ago, my whole strategy is based on finding the places where the rotations are going to happen. Anyways, I stressed out a lot trying to put that together because I had to shut this thing off. God knows what it's going to do when I turn it back on now. Holy cow. You take a week off and the world comes to an end. Anyways, but I'm excited because I got some trading in and I actually made some money and I actually felt real good about it and I saw some good trades. I'm looking at a possible crossover retest of the overnight opening gold right now. But again, I'm not going to take any trades right now. It's 140, especially in gold at 140. But anyways, just kind of some easy things to see, some easy patterns to see right now. I was very surprised being July 7th that the market was moving enough for me to make the kind of money I made without much stress. But anyways, I will see if I, maybe make some more money later this week. I've got multiple appointments out of the office tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to do any trading. And then, anyways, we'll see how my schedule goes for the rest of the week. Everybody have a good day, and keep your head up, keep your stops small, and your wins bigger. That's the key. I had as many losses today as I had wins, but I made $887 because I let those wins win. All right, talk to you later. Bye.